Hey Switchheads, welcome back. My name's Kanan and welcome to my review of Crossbow Bloodnight, an FPS arena shooter. But will it be good enough to enter the Wall of Fame? Or will it be relegated down to the Wall of Shame? Or somewhere in between? And don't forget to pop over to our Discord where we're doing loads of community streaming and starting our community reviews as well. Links are down below. So let's load up our crossbow and get into that arena. Gameplay. Okay, so what you actually need to know is you're a person with a rather large crossbow. And with that crossbow you can shoot a normal arrow repeatedly very fast, and then by holding the other trigger you can shoot like a missile type thing that is slower but also does more damage. And then after a certain amount of time you can shoot this like big uber weapon that destroys everything in its path. You also get a jump and a dash button. You'll be using the dash button quite a bit. And this is all used within this arena to fight off all these monsters. And it's done quite well. There's a nice-ish variety of monsters. I mean, the game's only £4.99, so I wasn't expecting it to be AAA material or anything to like Doom specs. Another arena would have actually been really cool, considering this is just one arena and that's all you get. But there are online leaderboards, which is pretty cool and a necessity for this sort of game. But where this game falls down is, unfortunately, when you get too many monsters on screen, the frame rate drops significantly. In fact, on one gameplay I could barely actually move my character, it was that bad. In fact, when you get to the about 90-second mark and above, it becomes almost impossible to play. When the swarms are coming too much, you can't do much about it, but try to fend them all off. But this is made almost impossible with the fact that the screen is just juddering and stopping and just not working with you. It's just working against you. There is one exploit that I found in the game. I'm not going to say what it is, but suffice to say that this may not even get you a high score because of the frame rate dipping so bad, which is bad in itself that even an exploit can't even get a really high score because of the way the game frame rate dips so badly. And no, I'm not the sort of person that goes onto games to do this purposely, but when I review a game I do try to look for bugs or anything like that that could actually cause, especially with high scores, people just to go and get ridiculous high scores and leaves everybody else not able to get up to the top tiers that they should be able to get. Graphics. Now, I like the graphics on this, very sort of like gothic horror, old schooly type, almost with a doomish feeling to it. The sound. Well, the sound is also really well done in a kind of like gothic feeling to it. The crossbow has a bit of weight to it and sounds pretty cool. The music and the score definitely has like that gothic type feeling to it as well, which is cool. And it definitely offers a bit of atmosphere whilst you're playing the game. The good, well, it's nicely priced for a start, and the graphics and sound are reasonably well done. I actually love that crossbow, and they really need to make a fully fleshed out game with that crossbow in it. The bad. The exploit needs to be fixed. There needs to be something done to this so that that can actually just be patched out. And obviously the frame rate definitely needs fixing no matter what. This needs a patch, hopefully day one, but also hopefully they don't just leave this game to rot. The score. This was kind of a hard one for me because I really wanted this game to be good. It's got everything that it needs to actually make a really good game here. It's priced really well, it looks the part, it really has some nice little features to it, but unfortunately it's that frame rate really harms the game and in effect stops you from doing what you're meant to be doing, i.e. getting a really high score. And it's with a heavy heart that I have to give this, in its current state, a 2 out of 5. If it had a patch, or when it gets a patch, hopefully, and they do something to fix the exploit as well, then this would probably be a 3 out of 5 game, just above average. And I'll say now that hopefully if they do that pretty well soon, then I'll leave a comment pinned down below so that you can all see that, you know, maybe it's actually worth buying now. The alternative. Well, I can't really suggest anything other than our 5 out of 5 on the actual Wall of Fame Writhe. Now, this game wasn't broken on release, it was perfectly fine, a really enjoyable game, but the devs are still releasing patches. They've listened to the community, they've added gyro controls, they've done so much, and there's a lot more to come still. This really is how you release a game, and this is how you keep it going. Please take note, other developers, of how it's actually done. And with that, don't forget to join us down in the Discord, where we are doing loads of community activities live on streaming and also reviews. You can have your say, links down below. Leave me a comment if you so wish to, because life is better when we switch together.